To all the self-hating Latinos that are so proud that they voted for this, constantly commenting under all my posts saying, great, we voted for this, and saying my family did it the legal way so everyone else needs to as well. First of all, that's not pride, that's privilege, and it's being weaponized. Your family may have come here when the system actually let people in, when quotas were different, when the rules were clear, but now the legal way doesn't even exist for most people. The system is broken on purpose. It's designed to keep people out. Brown people, poor people, our people. You say you voted for this because of law and order, but what law and order tells armed men to chase down people who are just trying to survive? And now due process is being systematically dismantled. They're not just going after criminals, they're going after families. So when you say, great, we voted for this, and you're happy about it, you're not defending your culture. You're defending the people who are erasing it. You can have pride in your roots without turning your back on the people that are still trying to grow theirs. We need to stop siding with the oppressor just because we got lucky. Because next time, you might be the one that they're coming.
With everything that's going on with Hispanic people and what they're experiencing with ICE, there's a reason why Trump is actually targeting them. It's because of their population. It's said by 2050, there will be more Hispanics in America than white people. As you can see, current projections indicate that the Hispanic population in the United States will continue to grow significantly by 2050. It was saying a couple years ago, an article came out, it was saying how by 2050, there will be more Hispanic people in America than white people. And you can see here, the number of non-Hispanic whites will be falling, okay? The number of Hispanics will be growing by 60%. Here's another article where it says, the white population is expected to decrease by about 11%. The growth in multicultural populations in the U.S. means these segments wield immense influence. Their desire for diverse perspectives and a deep understanding for the cultural identity by brands and organizations will be more critical in the future. Everything that Trump has done is literally dismantling DEI and making sure that these Hispanic people now, not just criminals, regular Hispanics who are not citizens, they go back because they don't want this population to be growing in America, and it's going to change the way brands, organizations, institutions, how they're going to have to treat people and who they're hiring. I don't know about you, but Hispanics do have a lot of buying power as well. And they're not out here not having children. They are having children. They're staying together as a family, and they are taking care of one another. They're doing better than Black people. They're doing things that Black people aren't doing. Okay, so no wonder why ICE and they're going after Hispanics. It makes sense. Now, I'm not saying it's good, but what I'm saying is that if you're wondering why this is happening now, it's because of 2050. They know that Hispanics, they're here to stay. So they're trying to wield out and get as many of them out as they can. Now, this is very, very sad, and I'm not happy to report this, but this is my theory, and I believe that this is why this is happening.
I can't handle this, y'all. This is crazy, yo. I didn't think this was about to affect me like this. But our neighbor's school, y'all know I work at a school. Fuck. Our neighbor in school, I think it's Gratas, I don't know how to say it. It's Gratas or something like that. They were having their graduation. And there's helicopters in the sky. Most of these schools are... Fuck, yo. Most of these schools are predominantly Hispanic. Gratas, I believe elementary, was having their graduation. And all of a sudden, a bunch of parents have to run out because ISIS is there. This is the story that I'm hearing. And, our school goes on lockdown. Our principal, tells us it's a drill, but we know it's not a drill. And you know, I had to come outside. It's my break. We kind of got like off of a soft lockdown, and you know, parents had to run out because they don't have papers, and they had to leave their kids because the kids do. What type of shit is this, yo? And then kids are freaking grabbing teachers and crying on their leg because they don't know if they're about to see their parents when they get home. What the fuck is this? And we voted for this shit? 15 people just got picked up on Wilshire at the Home Depot. On Wilshire. Yo. Man, oh my God. This is not right. This is not right, yo.
What are you guys doing? You guys are fucking stupid. You cannot do this. He has a family. No.
No te preocupes, Karen, no te preocupes. Tranquilo. Tranquila, mamá. Mi teléfono no se preocupe. No, no se preocupe. Wait! Don't grab her like that! Mommy, no! Mommy!
I said,
we ask for your help with the deportation of our parents. My father's stay application was submitted on Wednesday in Miramar, Miami, and there it was sent to Chrome Detention Center. We know while this stay is being read and filed, he cannot be removed. We ask your help urgently to right this wrong. My father is a business owner, a taxpayer, and he is not a criminal. We beg for your help. Last night, we received a phone call from my father to my mother, where he told us that he was on the list for the next flight out.
But if Latinos are criminals and freeloaders, then why are you guys looking for them at their jobs? Why are you looking for Latinos to deport at their jobs? They don't work. They're freeloaders, no? They're criminals. Why would a criminal be working? It's never about fucking criminals. It was always about being fucking racist.
I was deported to Mexico for crimes that I was never convicted of. Once deported, all the charges against me were dropped. So now I am currently in Mexico rebuilding my life after 24 years in the States.
I don't think you should start your first TikTok by talking about your deportation.
He told me to be honest, so
that's
transparency.
True. That's true.
So
well, if you're going to talk about your deportation and what happened, then I guess we have to make it interesting. Because, you know, my half of the story has a lot to do with what you went through.
All right, well, let's give the people what they want.
Yeah, but I think that first, you should focus on talking about how your life has changed ever since moving to Mexico. So do that first, so people can get to know you before you drop the bomb that everybody wants to know.
All right, well, welcome to my side of the story.
now at 10, ICE operations continue in San Antonio for a second day in a row. Agents are seen arresting migrants at immigration court.
And look at this scene on the northwest side. 3 people who appear to be part of a landscaping company. They were taken into custody in this parking lot of the shopping center. Tonight, KENS 5 reporter Megan Reyna is following all these developments for us. Megan?
Well, Henry Easties, this is part of the Trump administration's push for mass deportations. We heard from 2 immigration attorneys who watched as their clients were taken into custody today after they showed up to their scheduled immigration hearings. Crying out, "I don't want to die in Honduras," an emotional mother taken by ICE agents at immigration court Thursday. Another mother also placed in the same van. Her husband says she has no prior criminal history.
Mis hijas esperándolos en la casa. 6 niñas tengo que dependen de nosotros.
But like most arrested, she had just had her case dismissed by a judge.
We were requesting a merits hearing, and the judge declined to set a merits hearing because DHS asked for the case to be dismissed and the client to be ordered removed, saying that it was not in the government's interest to hear a full case.
These videos shared to us show agents in the lobby of the immigration court waiting for migrants, one agent even holding what appears to be a list with pictures. Shortly after, you see agents escort an entire family into a charter bus. ICE says these arrests are a part of the Trump administration's plans to reverse former President Biden's so-called catch and release program. They are now utilizing expedited removals. It allows them to fast-track deportations for people who have been in the country for less than 2 years. These arrests are evoking fear among people who have upcoming hearings. One attorney who's representing a man from Central Africa says the option for migrants to appear virtually for hearings appears to be gone. Her client also had his case dismissed.
I feel like we portraying people who is here with credible fears. Just knowing his story, I feel like I let him down.
But
I thought they said they were going after criminals. Those are babies. Those are children, mothers, landscapers. These immigrants are showing up to their immigration appointments trying to stay in this country the right way. And how do they get rewarded for being upstanding, doing things the right way? They get set up and they get deported. Of course, they lied when they said you get to stay if you do things the right way and you're not a criminal. These are innocent babies between the ages of 9 and 12 being zip-tied like criminals, while an actual criminal, 34-time felon rapist, leader of our country, is pardoning other criminals, the cop killing J6ers and Todd and Julie Chrisley. This is what a lot of you Mexicans and Latinos voted for. Not only are you failures, you are the biggest danger to yourselves, your own family, and your community. What an absolute disgrace you are, MAGA Latinos. They are rapidly deporting Black and brown people, many who are indigenous to this continent, while simultaneously importing white supremacists from South Africa, which is an entirely different.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vent.
Quiero tomar un momento para reconocer lo que está pasando con el clima político de inmigración. No olvidemos que este país no prospera sin el trabajo de nuestra comunidad inmigrante. Que tristemente muchas veces es explotada y se aprovechan de nuestra gente. Pero quiero ser muy clara que nuestro valor no solo proviene de nuestro trabajo ni de lo que producimos, sino de nuestra cultura, comunidad y el amor que compartimos. No son criminales, son dignos los que aportan y los que construyen puentes cuando nos ponen muros. Son unos chingones. Como dice mi papi, nunca nos rajamos. En caso de una redada, por favor recuerden que tienen el derecho de permanecer callados, el derecho de no firmar nada sin un abogado y el derecho de no abrir la puerta. Hoy más que nunca, nuestra unidad es nuestra fuerza. Y por eso hoy celebramos a todos los futuros abogados, doctores, maestros, ingenieros, empresarios y profesionales que cargarán la responsabilidad de seguir luchando para un futuro mejor. Recuerden que nuestros logros son también el logro de nuestra gente. A mis compañeros, somos el testamento de los sueños